Hey guys, King of the North here, back with some more of the Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Last episode, we started off in the Cemetery of Ash, took out a crystal lizard, giant crystal lizard, did our first boss slash mini boss. Back over in that area, you see the bonfire on the mountain there. Came down and fought Gundyr down at that lower section there, and then got to Firelink Shrine. I last left off ending the episode by this tree here. I did get the jump. I think it helped to take off all my armor. I think it allows you to run a little bit faster and get a higher jump, but I did run up that tree and jumped up here to this area. Like I said, it's a quick turn as you're jumping. It's going to take you a few attempts, but with a little bit of persistence, you'll get through it. So there's a homeward bone here. Come around to the front of the Firelink Shrine. There's an entrance here. I'm going to come up here, and this is the bird that you can drop items for. Okay. So you can go into your inventory and drop some items here. Leave one. So he gets all excited. And a large Titanite shard. So there's various items you can leave there, but that's an example of what you can do. There is an Estus shard, which I was talking about last episode. You can use those to upgrade your weapons. Not your weapon, your Estus flask. And the Ashen Estus flask. So we'll do that once we get down. The real reason you want to come up here is for this hidden area back here. Drop on down. Open this chest up and get yourself a silver serpent ring. That ring gives you more souls for every enemy you kill, and you see that the rings have weight to them. But we're still under 70, so I'm going to equip that. It's the only ring we have, and it gives us a slight perk for the time being. Drop one down. That's all we really need up there until we get 20,000 souls to come back to the vendor here, buy the key, and then go through the other section behind Firelink. Come over here and talk to Andre.
Just what needs.
Reinforce Estus flask. Uses the shard we have. And then after you reinforce the Estus flask, you can come in here and deal with the charges. I think you actually have to come in here to apply the new charge. I'm not sure. But I know you have to rest at the bonfire in order to get it. This is kind of driving me crazy. Let me use these souls real quick. I'm not going to have enough for an upgrade. I'm going to get rid of this, though. Let me use that. This is our next level up.
Ashen one, predict them to love. Very well, then touch the take no. Farewell, Ashen one. May the flames go.
What was that?
Ashen to love. Very well, then touch take nari. Farewell, Ashen one.
Alright, I think
May
I'm
the flames
glitched
guide
out
thee.
right now. Hopefully that stopped. Let me rest real quick. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Ashen produced the mark to Lothric. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Okay. Alright, so we're okay now. I don't have enough for a level up. I did kill the Ichigatana guy on the other side. We should probably show that real quick. There were a few items that I passed over to last episode, which I will show everyone real quick. There was a shield here. Up here was the Ichikatana guy. You see there's a white light here. That is going to be his sword. When I fought him, I was fighting him here, and he took a swing at me and fell off. So, because he fell off, he took his weapon with him, but after you rest at a bonfire and come back, it resets his position, and there is his weapon. This is the other side. I said that you need to spend 20,000 souls to get that key. So like I said, there was a shield on this right here. There was an item up here. I believe it was sitting right here. I think it was an ember. And coming around to this side, next to this grave, there were homeward bones. So feel free to grab those. But now we are going to leave Firelink Shrine and head to our first area. The bonfire here acts as a refill for your Estus, healing, and the bonfires are really for fast traveling, something that didn't happen till late into the first Dark Souls. But we are going to go to the high wall of Lothric. And if you skipped over the Crystal Lizard, now would be a good time to go back and try to fight him a couple times. You'd want to start at the Cemetery of Ash. It's right by his area. But we're going to head to the high wall of Lothric for now. Now, as soon as we come in here, there's two routes we could take. One is the one that I'm going to start with is actually the back area, which isn't useful until you unlock the shortcut, but there are some items to point out back there that we can grab right off the bat. Through this door. Isn't anything in here, right? It's the high wall of Lothric. Go ahead and rest at this bonfire. Don't make the mistake like I did last episode of lighting the bonfire and not resting at it. So if we die, we want to come back to here and not Firelink Shrine. Like I said, there's two areas to go to. This is the one you're intended to go down, but there is this area here that has a archer that you're going to want to take out first. You can drop down here, or you can take those stairs down. So a few enemies to point out here are the dogs. They're a pain in the ass. One's coming for us now. It's probably better to take them out one at a time. So, what's he at? Right below us probably. Can I get it? No, I can't get it. Yeah, I did get it. Nice. Did a quick turn there, falling. And then there is a halberd guy. He's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. He's got wide swings. Take this dog. Fighting two dogs at one time, or one dog and the halberd dude. Alright, so there's a big axe guy coming up here to take him out. Can be kind of messy trying to take out multiples of them. So let's see if we can aggro the axe dude here. It's weird. I don't know what it's the backstab we're looking for. Still powered up here. Hopefully we can carry that over into this fight. shield up. Okay, it's done. Yeah, if you don't get them under control early on, be a pain in the ass. So up here, there are some enemies praying, and an archer, I believe that is. The one enemy praying on the far side there is actually an abyss monster. You'll see, if I don't kill him right away, the abyss monster thing will start to come out of his back. I'm probably just going to try to go for it. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to deal with early on until we get more fire bombs, because the abyss monsters are weak to fire bombs. It's the same thing that came out of the back of the Gundyr fought him. So that's the archer. See how it's materializing right now? I did not get the souls that I would have gotten had I fought the abyss monster. But I'm not really worried about that right now. The guys who are praying are free souls. They're easy kills. Don't feel bad for killing them, though. They're praying to the corpse in the tree, so they can't be that innocent, right? Okay. So there's so many like little hidden areas. I'm always like afraid I'm gonna miss something. It's always, I mean, it's something that Dark Souls would do is hide an item here, right? Okay, can't go up here. Yeah, so that's about it for here. This is that one abyss guy. It's a decent farm spot early game. Every time you kill a abyss monster, they give you an ember, and embers are expensive, so if you can get them by killing monsters, you're better off. We killed the axe guy here, so I just want to see if there's anything else down here. This guy will get up, though, I believe, right? Yeah. Soul. This is an elevator, which will unlock a little later. Can't do anything from this side. But we are going to head back the other direction. Rest to get another charge back on our Estus flask. So there's a lot of praying guys here. Like I said, they're not really a threat. The only problem that they can be is messing your targeting up. The lock-ons. Other than that, they're not. So, getting broken swords from these guys. Alright, so this guy, if he sees you, alerts other enemies to attack you. If you kill him soon enough, nobody will come. But yeah, like I said, these guys that are praying to all these weird corpses in the trees drop hilts or whatever. The nice thing about this game is that you can sell shit back to the vendors. I believe you can sell the hilts back to her. You're not going to get much out of it, but at least it's a way of getting rid of them, and then instead of throwing hundreds of them into a endless box like you did in the first one. So this is another sentry, or watch guy. These guys were praying to this petrified dragon here. There is an item up on this tower, though. Be careful, there is an enemy here. And here are our binoculars. Back on down. Can drop down through here and go back where we came. That's still alive. I thought I heard a growl. I'm like, who's talking right now? Or you can come down through here, underneath the dragon's wing. Drop down, don't jump off. Grab this gold pine resin. There's a few enemies in here that could be problematic if you're not careful. You got a guy behind the boxes there. These two guys will stand up. I think these are more positioned here for if you alert the lantern person. These guys will come running out if they hear the scream. That's all they are there for. I want to go through those boxes and get that guy. You'll see there is another great axe guy there at the time. Fire bombs. Another cluster of souls. And this will bring us to the dragon we're about to see. This one's not petrified, and this is a threat. Kick that guy. Open him up from the shield. Come on up here. Just run. Just go. Walls to the wall. Clear invisibility from the next door, and let the dragon do all the work for you. Some of these guys are going to get here, aren't they? So there's some items out here. I just want to make sure he's not going to keep casting fire attacks. The far one on the right hand side is the one that I have interest in. Like the Dark Souls 1, where there's a dragon, we'll come back. We'll let him have his fun. There is a claymore back there. It's found in a similar location as it's found in the first game. It's on the bridge with the dragon. Here it's, in front of the dragon. So this is the first mimic of the game. So if you're willing to take the risk, okay, so that time he did a charge. He's a bit of a threat early on in the game because you don't have much health, and does do a bit of a damage, and he has a grab that you want to be careful of. Got him down. But defeating him gives you a deep axe, which I believe it does a little bit more damage than what we have now. It gives 96 dark damage. I can't remember the best way to compare these. There we go. Alright, so I think the best way you're supposed to compare attack powers and such is through the R1 weapon on this. They both show 163. Unfortunately, the dark one does not scale at all. But it gives you 96 dark. I guess because I've dumped a bunch of points into strength already, I've gotten enough of a bonus to make up for that. I don't see any other stat increases, so I'm just going to stick with the one I have. Which one is equipped? I don't think either of them are. Right? This just lets me cycle through them? Yeah. And we'll get rid of the dark one, considering this one's going to scale with strength anyway. Wait, okay, so this is 148. Okay, so you can look at it through the screen. So This is 148 the dark, and this is 65. Alright, so we're going to equip the dark sword then. It doesn't seem like it's going to get any increase from stats, so it may be more beneficial to come back and equip the standard battle axe as we get some more stats. It has descaling though, so it can't. It's probably not going to scale up all that great before we find something else, like maybe the claymore. Climb up this ladder. Dragon is pissed off. Here we're going to encounter our first stronger enemy, we'll say. Oh shit, he wasn't dead. I did not want to hit a backstab. Okay, he saw us. I was hoping that he would turn around, back the other way, and I was going to get a backstab. I got the backstab. Lothric knight armor. I think that's actually pretty decent armor. I'll have to mess around with armor off camera. I'm not going to play Fashion Souls on my recordings. This side is the other path of the dragon. I didn't really want to aggro those guys, to be honest with you. You see the little dark animation around the enemies when I hit them with the sword. It's kind of cool. A lot of bloodstains here because, like I said, that knight we fought is a little bit stronger and tougher to deal with at times. So that guy was actually trying to hit dark there. Don't need to go down there yet. I think these are fire bombs, maybe? Fire bombs, yeah. Here. Going up these stairs. And this is our first bonfire for the area. I do think there's an item back here. Yes, there is. Titanite shard. I'll probably rest here. I want to try to grab those items, which means I'm actually gonna have to deal with all those guys again by the dragon. Damn it. Think before making your actions in Dark Souls, guys. So I may actually end up dying because this guy is kind of tough, and there's a bunch of other enemies around that I'm actually more nervous about fighting at the same time as this guy. Oh, that's what I meant. He's taken care of. What did he drop? Throwing knives? Those will come in handy later. He's got some armor. You know what, there's a better way of doing this, I think. Instead of running back underneath and dealing with all the guys on that platform there. I think this could be a total disaster. Look, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Put him in a riposte. Oh, shit. I actually don't want to get hit by that. That might actually kill me because this isn't a 100% physical damage shield. I actually don't have enough Estus to... Alright, let me rest and just give this one more attempt. Hopefully I don't blow through all my Estus before having to get to this. I'm gonna travel, just resting. Hope I get by this guy. Oh my god. I was trying to position myself to jump, but all that stuff was in the way. So yeah, what I was worried about is all these... Oh my god, this knight's still coming. I want the claymore. I just want the... Like I said, I'm probably gonna die here. Roll off on these stairs. Nice. Nice. Oh shit, we got guys here. I'm sitting there thinking I'm safe. This guy's still here too. Let's test this real quick. If I hit the wall, I'm gonna get shot in the back. There's a way to take these guys out without actually having to fight them. I'm gonna do that now. Finished up the piece. Fire lingers for club. The initial fire is worse than after burn. Okay, I'm gonna try to grab this item. The axe guy back there. Axe guy back there drops something. It's a chance that it's his weapon, but there's also a chance that it's like not his weapon, like maybe like a piece of like a cuff. I'm not gonna risk it. Okay, run past him. Pretty sure he's coming for us. His friend is, sure. Throwing knives. Rest here, now we dealt with all that. And we can actually work on progression again. Let him walk out. Fight his buddy here. That's what I was saying about there's some areas that it's better off to make sure you're positioned well enough for when you do an attack so you don't step off, because it's super easy to do it. Going to head out this door. Here it might be beneficial to equip fire bombs. See why in a second. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think there's people that jump up there. Doing that. We'll work right now, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna drop down here, and one of those guys is gonna turn into an abyss demon. I'm gonna try running up there and seeing if I can just, you know, take them out before that happens. Alright, it was him. Got him. That's why I equipped the fire bombs, is if I had not taken him out before materializing, the fire bombs do a ton of damage to them. Okay, there is a crystal lizard, not here, but behind here, so hopefully we can get him. There we go. Raw gem. Grab this. This area is a little bit of a maze. We'll try to get through it best we can. But everything was taken care of up there. We are going to drop down now. This is where we do need to go. There's knights back there. This is another area to get yourself knocked off of by that ladder. If you're too close to this guy, you'll step into him and force yourself off. Village remains, fire bombs. Village corpse. Standard bolts. Okay. So there's somebody coming up. Let him come up before swing, because like I said, it's easy to step off. I believe there's still more that we can do up here before... Yes. Black fire bombs. I think they do a little bit more damage than the traditional fire bomb. Okay, big blues down here. I think I could do a lunge attack on him. Nope. I'm gonna get killed here, aren't I? Okay, it's best for me to get out of here at this point. Run. This will bring me back up to where I was when I killed the archer. I don't think he was going to come down here. I wanted to get a plunging attack on him, and I just kind of landed. He's able to get a shot off me right away, so I'll come back. There is a chance that he drops his weapon that he's using. That's the knight. There's an archer up here we want to take care of first. This guy was hiding behind barrels, I believe. Right? Or that's this guy back here. Okay, all right, let him go for now. Take care of that guy before he can get up. Nothing else in here, it would seem. His nest is here. This guy can be parried. I don't know if I want to try that. I got it, don't worry. Switch to two hands and take a shot at him as he's getting up, and he's done. Village corpse, he dropped an ember. Nice. Fortunately, we are going to get an upgrade for our shield here. This guy comes out, just be ready for him, don't walk by him. Get you in the back. Broadsword, which I think is actually a decent weapon. awesome. I think that's a stamina recovery, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, going to head back this way. So this area is kind of a trap. There's some stronger guys, there's some dogs sitting around. They will mess your day up. There we are. This is the shield that I want. Done with this one. Equip this, and we're still under the 70% mark. The nice thing about this is you see the guard absorption, physical is 100%. If you started out as a knight, you start the game with a 100% absorb shield. Okay, so the goal here is to try and target these guys with the fire bombs as they are near the barrels, because the barrels will blow up. But I think there's a way for me to get to that other side. Can't jump. I can drop down. Let me head back up. I think there's a drop down. Is that it right there? Okay. This will get you better positioning. Of course, this guy's not really near any of those barrels right now. This guy is, however, getting somewhat close. I'm missing it. I actually probably want to do a drop on him instead. Okay. Let's see if I can, alright, we hit the dog. We got a shit ton of fire bombs, right? I get lucky, get a plunge here. Got it. And it did not kill him though. So like I said, this area is a bit of a trap for you. There are stronger enemies here. I just ran out of stamina, so we'll have to get that swim off. But I do have the shield that absorbs 100%, so I can be a little bit more aggressive. There's one more guy here. I'm out of Estus, but there's also a dog, which I don't want to miss. This one's glitchy at times. He goes through this wall. Gotta kind of be careful. Cell key, which will come in useful in a little bit. Estus shard. Alright, we got this guy pissed off now. Oh, we got a backstab one. Stagger lock him. Got his weapon, a great axe. Nice. Like I said, I think that was the weapon that dropped when we were, excuse me, fighting on the where the dragon was, but the weapon was too far away. Okay. There's nothing else up here. Kind of want him to walk by, and then I'll drop down here, grab that item, grab this item, and then head out that door. No, I took too full. God, this guy's stand up. Yeah, I have no room to mess around right now. Which I could use as a full heal right now, but I think we're gonna be okay. All this should be cleared out. I seen that ghost go up there. I'm like, oh my god, there's an enemy still running around here. Back up here. Gonna head back to the bonfire because there's an item over here. When I came back this way, soul. There's another area in which we can drop down. So once we recover, I'm gonna drop down there, and that's where we're gonna end up using the cell key at. That knight's still there. Not crossing paths with him again. And up this bonfire. Before I do that, though, I am going to end the episode here, guys. Got through a decent chunk here. Got some items. Next episode, I hope to get to the boss for this area. So please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode.